The strategic plan for MCC-Longview is what we affectionately call the Longview Blueprint. Blue being a part of our nickname, and just the word blueprint for talking about how we plan to go about our work over the next 7 years. It gives us a charter. It gives us direction on how we can collectively define a vision and understand the steps that we need to take to actually realize that.
I think the students will benefit because we're trying to identify ways to help them any way that we can. I mean, from the academic side to even, campus beautification, to making the aesthetics something that they're going to appreciate, to give them better study areas, to give them better ways to connect through student groups, clubs. We have a process to do things now that maybe we didn't in the past.
It was fun to sit in those meetings and hear what other people had to say about things that were going on, things that maybe we needed to change, things that we needed to actually put more time and value more. And I think that made a difference.
I was especially struck and pleased by how much students were asked to become engaged with the process. I liked that a lot. So students were invited to all of the sessions, and then President Nooks held 2 sessions just for students, and I thought that was fantastic. That maybe of the whole process, that's what pleased me the most. I was also struck by what a great opportunity it was to meet other people who were interested in sort of the new direction that we could send Longview while hanging on to the greatness of the past. There were lots of people who I might not have worked with otherwise, and it was great to hear their ideas, and so it was very educational, actually, I think, for the participants too, so I loved that.
They was asking for my input and my ideas, and when I came in for the next listening session, they implemented my ideas and everything, so it caught my eye that my voice really meant something. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're in a meeting, you're just supposed to sit there and listen. And when they ask for your ideas, they're probably not gonna put it in. They're just listening for feedback or anything. So to see them put it into the blueprint was pretty nice,
I think the biggest challenge was making all the meetings, and I think that was difficult for everyone. We're all busy in our own individual jobs, and I think that was the benefit to having so many people on the team and so many meetings. You did what you could, added your input when you could, and the team together, I think we came up with an excellent document.
My biggest aha moment came when I saw the students start to change their perspectives, because they said, yes, we're going to these meetings and we're going to get a bigger office. Well, that's not what the meetings were about. It was about a bigger picture, and the meetings were one of the pieces of that bigger picture. And so some of the students came back and they reflected, and they had a chance to listen. And they said, oh, this was not just about what I need today, and not just about what I need next semester. This was about the ways the whole school can grow and the whole schools can change together.
What I really appreciated about the 7P listening sessions is it was very well attended. Staff, faculty, and administration all attended some of the sessions together. So it was good to get that variety of individuals in the room together and to hear each other's thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about us as a college, how we can improve, how we can make things better, and also what our successes are. But I really enjoyed the open, honest conversation and people sharing some thoughts that must have been difficult for them to share. And as a team, I thought we did a good job representing those thoughts and compiling them into the 7-year Longview Blueprint.
The aha for me was just mostly the passion that everybody has. I was happy to hear there were other people as passionate about certain things that I was also passionate about. It was fun to hear students' perspectives. We don't always hear their perspectives, so that was nice. I think mostly I realized that I wasn't the only one who was wishing certain things could change or wishing certain things could be different. And it was nice to be able to contribute my ideas as well.
The blueprint creates a document that shows us that we do things much more visibly and much more intentionally. It allows us to have an avenue where we can get credit in a way for the good things that we're doing already. And I think that's the way I like to look at it, that what we've done sort of willy-nilly is now more intentional and planned.
Several years ago, we celebrated the 40th anniversary of Longview College, and we invited those dedicated faculty and staff and administrators back that had built the college. We looked at them as the greatest generation, I think. Then with the retirements this last summer, I think again we saw another group of dedicated employees leave us, and for a while it took us time to readjust. I think the Blueprint has been a way to focus ourselves again and see that we have that same dedication.
You know, I think the Blueprint for Longview provides us with a roadmap. It will give us the competitive advantage too, so we can be one of the best MCC campuses. I believe it also provides us focus and direction, so we can realign our resources with our priorities. This Blueprint really provides us with that, the strategy, so we can still do everything that we want to do, but just with the focus.
My aha moment, we were sitting in the strategic visioning, discussing our values for the Blueprint. And while we had different priorities about what tasks should be completed, we had different perspectives on what was most important. We all had common values. And almost unanimously, the values were decided upon and discussed. And I think that if we're really going to move forward, that'll provide a strong foundation for us.
I would hope that the process we went through to come up with the Blueprint, all the conversations we had, all the discussions we had, the back and forth and the give and take amongst all employee groups at Longview and the students and so on, provided us with a better understanding of who we are and what we are capable of doing as we move forward.
We've always had a district strategic plan, you know, and that's what we operate from. We should all know the motto right now, you know, preparing students, you know, serving our communities and creating opportunities. That's what we're about. I think the Blueprint just takes it a step further and operationalizes it for Longview. So we do understand what does that look like in Lee Summit, in Grandview, in Cass County. So that's what I believe the benefit of the Blueprint is. It's kind of showing folks what happens locally with that district-wide plan.